Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Nick Burafato here on Twitter, aka Mr. BXRP, retweeting this out from Link2. For the next 24 hours, we are giving Link2 members $1,000 back in XRP for every investment made into Ripple. Now, for those of you guys who do not know what Link2 is, this is an organization that allows accredited investors to invest in companies that have not gone public yet, i.e. Ripple. Uphold is another one. Oh yeah, and by the way, they're not paying me to talk about this. I know they are paying some other YouTubers to talk about this. I just find this to be a nice little promotion here that I thought I'd bring to your attention if you are interested in purchasing Ripple shares before Ripple does launch the IPO. So Ripple, as they've mentioned here, is restocked, has been restocked. I guess there was a lot of demand for that, and so they ran out of shares to sell to their clients. Anyway, wanted to thank Nick for posting that, just to let you guys know if you are interested in getting into a Ripple IPO earlier than the official launch. We got the Wrath of Kahneman here as well. Ripple partner 2C2P has entered a strategic partnership with Ant Group to further digitize payment adoption and innovation in Southeast Asia amid the economic recovery. So this is another Ripple partner, and they are partnering with Ant Group today, announcing a strategic partnership to accelerate digital payments adoption and innovation. The partnership, upon completion, will see Ant Group becoming the majority shareholder of 2C2P. Through the partnership, extensive pools of merchants inclusive of global and regional brands will be connected with Alipay Plus, extending its current 250 payment options offering to include even more e-wallets and local payment methods. With this, merchants will benefit from a wider geographical reach, connecting seamlessly to over 1 billion customers. Wow, 1 billion? That is a seventh of the population of planet Earth. Over 1 billion customers globally. And so the founder and CEO of 2C2P, he said digital payment options has accelerated rapidly in recent years, spurred by the pandemic and mobile wallet payments, widely gaining momentum across Asia. Through this complementary partnership with Ant Group, 2C2P will be connected to a much larger merchant base and will be well positioned to advance our international expansion strategy. I am confident that 2C2P will be able to scale to new heights and build an unparalleled and robust range of payment solutions that will deliver maximum value and impact to our merchants and partners. Let's also not forget, guys, this is combining Alipay with 2C2P, securing a comprehensive payment offering, extensive merchant coverage, and deep local knowledge of the region. This partnership is a win-win collaboration built on the strengths and shared visions to accelerate the digital transformation for businesses through innovation and best-in-class payment solutions. So best-in-class payment solutions, obviously, leveraging the power of RippleNet through 2C2P payments in order to provide the best service for their customers. Down here, 2C2P is a full suite of payment platforms headquartered in Singapore, so just a little bit of history on that company. Sounds like a match made in heaven, considering both of these companies have a wide reach and are continuing to expand in Southeast Asia. Great news there. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for pointing that out. Also wanted to bring this up, guys, from BondCrypt XRP. Join the dots, guys. This coming from the BIS.org Innovation Hub. So this is the Bank for International Settlements. The central bank for central banks, in other words. And so this was just talking about their Project Genesis report number 2. This was from a few months ago, and I didn't see this report. However, thought it was interesting to note, in many countries, issuing and investing in bonds can be cumbersome and complex, involving numerous steps and parties, and typically requiring a considerable financial commitment from the investors. For those investing in environmentally friendly projects, there is uncertainty about whether the bond issuer is delivering a positive green impact it committed to at issuance. Also, there are typically no liquid and transparent secondary markets for retail investors. Well, now enter Genesis, the BIS Innovation Hub's first green finance project. They're exploring the green art of the possible through combining blockchain, smart contracts, the Internet of Things, and digital assets. And guys, just to give you an example, it looks as though they are partnering with the Stellar blockchain this time, prototype digital platforms for green bond tokenization. The Innovation Hub and HKMA completed 2 prototypes in conjunction with the private sector consortium. So you guys can see here, Stellar blockchain, high-level technology overview, just giving us an overview on what Stellar is. And then down here, the Stellar Consensus Protocol, or the SCP, is an algorithm that is responsible for keeping the state of the ledger synchronized between the network participants. Unlike proof-of-work-based algorithms like used in the Bitcoin network, the SCP algorithm is an energy and performance-efficient variant, similar to XRP and the XRPL. From the performance standpoint, the previous work has shown that transactions per second, a common metric of performance within distributed ledger technology solutions, have been made able to reach thousands using Stellar. So for those of you guys holding XLM, Thought you might be interested in this, considering it is another project, another innovative project with the BIS, the Bank for International Settlements, essentially the central bank for central banks. And, considering the World Economic Forum, for example, has deep ties with the BIS, and also considering that Stellar's XLM is listed in their June 2021 report, connecting these dots certainly does make sense to me, just demonstrating how other cryptocurrencies like Stellar's XLM are also going to thrive in the future. Cryptocurrencies that solve problems, guys, these are the ones to invest in. Wanted to thank BondCrypt XRP for posting that. Also just wanted to bring you guys this, another one from the Wrath of Kahneman with regards to Standard Charter, a longtime Ripple partner. They recently talked about Ripple in this cryptocurrencies report from just this month, April 2022. It is an introduction on cryptocurrencies in general. Basically a beginner's guide for their clients that aren't well versed enough in the cryptocurrency world at this point. They mentioned in this report, they mentioned remittance payments, and they did mention Ripple here. Ripple has partnered with over 300 customers, including Santander and Western Union, and sends international payments in 3 seconds via a blockchain-based currency compared to 5 days for traditional transfers. So they are also, again, an early investor, but they are also mentioning Ripple and XRP in the context of cross-border transactions. And since it was such a recent report from just this month, from the last 2 weeks, I guess, or so, 3 weeks, it is April 19th today. I thought you guys might be interested in that, so wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And then there was this guy's DaVinci. You guys know DaVinci. How effing stupid can you be? This posted by Micah Paul about XRP. When you have access to a thing called the internet, DaVinci. So this is just an example of the FUD that is continuing to envelop crypto Twitter with regards to these fools who really have no clue. DaVinci or Da Vinci and the Moon Carl boy here, who's got 1 million followers, by the way. So wrong about Ripple and XRP. Of course, we know where their interests lie. I'm kind of torn on this. I don't like giving these things the time of day. However, maybe some of you guys have seen this already. Maybe you have not.
XRP, what can I say? I have a lot of XRP because I don't hate it, I don't date it, I just trade it. But XRP is a banker coin. They can freeze your account, they can increase the supply, and they can decide whether you could buy something or not. If the president of Iran decided to buy a whole bunch of XRP, they could take it right from him.
Okay, so that's not true. Just first of all, that is categorically incorrect. But again, what do you expect from DaVinci and the Moon Carl boy? I do agree with one thing he said, though, the fact that he does hold it because he trades it. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of us are holding XRP today. We eventually want to cash out of a portion of our XRP to make big gains. And I haven't showed this on the channel for a while, guys. This is an example of my crypto cash out plan. I created this spreadsheet here, and I have a link in the description of the video for those of you guys interested in downloading it. Just kind of showing you guys, because I say never cash out all of your cryptocurrency or XRP or whatever, because we know the value is just going to continue to move up. So I created a cash out plan here. Just real quickly, you can put the quantity in here on the left-hand side, and you can manually change this. And essentially, this changes what your cash out would be if you cashed out like 35% or 50% or 55% or 40% or whatever you choose to do. You would just have to change this number here. So let's say you had, 160,000 XRP, and let's say you had 2.156 Bitcoin. And you put in these targets here. So let's say you wanted a target of $100,000 per Bitcoin, and your target for XRP was like $13, let's say. And there's Ethereum here. I'll just leave it as is. So you can see it populates the chart here, and all these numbers change. So if you were to cash out 50%, you would cash out this amount. The remaining amount would be here, and that would give you a total of $1.176 million US. And the same thing is true for 40% if you were to cash out. So all these values do change once you change these numbers here. And again, guys, this spreadsheet is in the description of the video. I also wanted to take this time to mention that Kerry from App Labs also created an app that does the exact same thing as the spreadsheet. So if you guys want this spreadsheet essentially on your phone, he's got an Android version here, the Working Money Cash Out Plan, and also created an iPhone version, Working Money Channel Cash Out Plan, and there are links in the description of the video if you guys are interested. And the reason I mention this, guys, is because I know it gets very exciting when the market gets heated up. Michael Van de Pope predicts a big run for XRP once the US dollar weakens. So now we're in a situation, okay, geopolitically, where money means something very, very different than it did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Money has been printed like nobody's business. The US dollar is going to tank at some point. And so at what point is this going to happen? And the question is, should we be ready for it? Will we be ready for it? Of course, we should be ready for it. So popular cryptocurrency analyst Michael van de Poppe said that the prices of both XRP and Litecoin will break out and embark on a big run upwards once the value of the US dollar measured against a basket of foreign currencies starts dropping. So the theory goes as such: US dollar dominance declines, and this is when we're going to see cryptocurrencies, specifically XRP and Litecoin, rally in price. Responding to some of his followers' requests, he put up a chart. He said that it looks similar to the previous cycle in 2014 and 2017, suggesting the cryptocurrency is set to go on a bull run in the near future. And so just the other day, I talked about this chart. This is the XRP to BTC chart, and you guys can see we are consolidating down here, basically set to explode. And he's saying that catalyst is going to be a declining US dollar. According to Van de Poppe, the party of crypto will begin once the US dollar index, or the DXY, turns around and stops moving upwards. The index started surging earlier this year after the US Federal Reserve signaled it was set to tighten monetary policy aggressively this year. So that is the other thing we have to pay attention to. This is the DXY, the dollar currency index. And you can see up here, it has been steadily increasing since about January of last year, 2021. We did see a double bottom down here. So this was January 2021. We saw it rally and then boom, again, hit that double bottom back in June, July of 2021, and now making its way to the upside. So what are we waiting for here? How high is it going to go before we see a collapse? Good questions that we should be paying attention to. Let me just continue down here. The US dollar index is worth noting. It is a measure of the value of fiat currency measured against a basket of other foreign currencies. So a lot of this is going to have to do with what happens around the world with regards to other global currencies, the euro, the yen, the Chinese yuan, and dare I say, the Russian ruble. So we have a lot going on there. Of course, just in a video I did last month, we talked a little bit about Russian President Vladimir Putin and how he is now suggesting that unfriendly countries have to pay for energy, oil, in either gold or the Russian ruble. So they're cutting out the US dollar altogether. And I'm noticing some of the BRICS countries migrating towards that trend too. So US dollar dominance likely going to go down, and this is when Michael van de Poppe is saying that cryptocurrencies like XRP and Litecoin will surge. As Globe Crypto reported, cryptocurrency investment firm Pantera Capital CEO, he also said, this is Dan Moorhead, he's revealed he believes that as the cryptocurrency market becomes broader and more valuable, the amplitude of price swings will moderate, although he sees a massive rally in the next 6 to 12 months. So let's just take a look at this for a second, okay? This is the DXY dollar index, and as you guys can see in the past, what we have seen is we have seen retracements, okay? I'm taking it from all the way up here, okay, all the way down to the trough of the bear market for the DXY. This is 2016 right up here, came down in 2018, March of 2018, and we can see that the currency did hit off these levels every so often, right? Finding support, finding resistance, down and around here, finally tried to crack that top area, couldn't quite crack it, but then came right back down. We could see though that these levels very, very significant for support and resistance. And now we're seeing it again, guys. If we zoom in here, we're seeing it again. We're seeing significant support right down in here, We're seeing resistance in and around here. We saw a lot of consolidation right in and around here, right? Resistance. We're continuing to make our way up. But ultimately, what we're waiting for is for the DXY to hit here or relatively close to here and then finally collapse down again. Now, I mean, how long could that take? And time is obviously one of the most difficult things to predict here. I don't know. I mean, for example, it took about 324 days even just to get from the bottom here to where we are today. So that is almost a year now. So what would we say? Would we say maybe another few months, Q3, Q4 of 2021? And then that's only just to get to the top. Then will we see the decline start to happen here? And could that be when we see altcoins rally? So could it be in and around here? I mean, I don't know. There is no real way to gauge this. But even if we were to just go by what Dan Moorhead says, in the next 6 to 12 months, it's April now, 6 months would bring us to October of 2022. So that would bring us in and around here, actually right here where I have this lined up right now. That would be 6 months. And 12 months? 12 months would bring us back to April of 2023. So in and around here. So this would be 6 months from now. This would be 12 months from now. So we got to remember the DXY has to make a high before it starts moving its way down. This is what could get the price of XRP really rallying, and not just XRP and Litecoin, guys. I think the rest of the market, but I think we're actually going to see a verdict in the SEC lawsuit before that. So could we get that rally prematurely? And will that spark a big crypto run once the US dollar collapses? That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.